talk about the benefits of being a Beachbody coach. All right, guys, Dave Ward here answering your questions about being a Beachbody coach and what it means, what we do, how we make money, how much time it takes, all that different stuff. We have a whole series on this. If you haven't seen those videos, go take a look. But right now, I want to ask you to ask me questions. Okay, that's how I'm coming up with this stuff. You guys are asking me questions. I am answering them. If you are on here on YouTube or wherever you're watching this video, just post a comment below. I'll make sure I film a video, or I will get in touch with you one-on-one, kind of depending. Some people have really specific questions that aren't really video perfect. Or shoot me an email, info@thefitclubnetwork.com. Today's question is, what are the benefits of being a Beachbody coach? And this is like a 45-minute to an hour webinar because there are really so many, right? I mean, I could talk to you about getting to meet the trainers, getting to work out with them. I'm going on a cruise in a couple days with Tony and Sean and Shalene Johnson. It's going to be totally amazing. I'm so looking forward to that. Obviously staying in shape and all that stuff. You get a discount on all of our products. So if you love P90X or Insanity or that whole series or Shakeology or any of our other great things, you're gonna get a 25% discount on that. If you haven't seen our video entitled, How Do Beachbody Coaches Make Money? Click here. Watch this first, but click here and it'll take you to that video where I use the surfboard and I lay out my checks from August of 2008 to August of 2013, and the first one was like 26 bucks, and the last one was like 3,200 bucks, and that's one of our 5 business centers that I lay out there. So go watch that, and I will talk to you. Maybe that's the key benefit you're interested in. What I want to talk about now is time, because for me, that is really the key benefit of being a Beachbody coach is just time. Okay, so when I started this way back in August of 2008, if you go watch that video, I was like kind of at a weird time in my life. It was almost a year after my dad's death, and I was really starting to think about what I really wanted to get out of my life and where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do. And as I sort of hit the pause button on life and kind of, said, whew, where am I at? I was, I don't know, 8 years, I guess, into my law practice. Wasn't the big shot lawyer that I guess I set out to be. I was making decent money, but I wasn't making money that was, I wasn't saving a lot of money. I was being kind of foolish with my money. I bought a Mercedes and did some other dumb stuff because I was just kind of searching for what I really wanted, and I thought about it. And what I really wanted to get out of life was to be able to control my time, be able to do the things I wanted to do when I wanted to do them, and spend a ridiculous amount of time with my children. And I talk about that in other videos, how I sort of set out way back then to get on this path to walking them to school every morning and walking them home from school every morning, and I'm about to go do that exact thing here in about 15 minutes. But I really started to think about my life and what I really wanted, and that was it. So Beachbody became a vehicle for that for me, okay, was to gain control over my time. And I remember, yesterday, so yesterday was the story I really want to tell. Yesterday, it really occurred to me, somebody asked this question a couple days ago, and I was thinking, how am I going to answer this question? Yesterday was a huge moment. My son's school, he's in 5th grade. My son, they had a jogathon. And it's like, it's a fundraiser. You jog around the track and you do a certain amount of laps and you raise a certain amount of money. And it's cool, and like all the kids are there. And I went last year and I cheered him on. I was like, go buddy, and did really well. And this year I decided I'm going to run with him. I guess I didn't realize last year that I could actually go and run with him. This year I was going to run with him. And so, I'm there and I'm all geared up. And we were about 7 laps in, and he turns to me and he says, Dad, I just want to thank you for being here for me today, because I don't know if I could do this without you. And, my first thought was, well, he did it last year, right? But my second thought was, what a moment. What a moment to have with my son. And we keep running along, and I don't know, about 20 steps later, we come across one of his friends, little kid, and he's a special needs kid, and he was clearly upset. And my son was so excited to see him. Was like, hey, what's going on? Do you want to run with us? And what's wrong? And the kid says, my dad's not here. And it just really hit me at that moment. For me, the biggest benefit of being a Beachbody coach is my time and the ability to give that time to my kids. Okay, there are times when I work, right? That's my time, that's your time. But then there's time that's the kids. That time starts in about 15 minutes. That's, to me, the key benefit of being a Beachbody coach. That's all I was ever after. You know, that video where I lay out my paycheck, that's just gravy. That makes my time more fun, right? But my time is what I was after. So when people tell me they don't have time to build a business like this, I'm asking you, how is it that you don't have time to build a business like this? If you don't have time to build a business like this, that's exactly why you should be building a business like this. The first 2 years, I was crazy. I was busy, right? Practicing law, doing this business, nuts. But now, I do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and that, to me, is the biggest benefit of being a Beachbody coach. All right, guys, I do hope you will continue to either email me at info@thefitclubnetwork.com with your questions, or just post a comment below, or message me in whatever, wherever you're watching this, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. I will respond, and I will either film a video or I will get back to you. All right, guys, have a great day. Happy Friday.